Good morning, John. So yesterday you pitched me ideas about... That was interesting. Gotta keep that tape down. So yesterday we were talking about ideas for the vlog. One of them that you said was that we could talk about what we've learned at college. Now personally, having been at 2 different colleges in 2 different years, I've learned quite a bit. But a lot of that will be in a later video. For now, what I'd like to talk about is textbooks. Because really, I've learned that textbooks can actually be pretty good reads. My first textbook, from an engineering class at Mercer University, Beyond Engineering, it actually turned out to be a pretty good read, like I said. Though it started out as a book on the nuclear industry, it eventually became a story about how society and technology work together, albeit with a lot of nuclear industry thrown in there. And the result was a very interesting textbook, and the first one that I actually enjoyed reading. The second one I don't have. I do have a copy of it somewhere, but it's not the one that I actually used for class. I ended up buying it at the beginning of the semester, and then it found out, oh, well, it's the wrong version. I needed a bunch of readings along with it. And that textbook was called Everything's an Argument. And really it was the readings in the back that the copy that I bought didn't have that really interested me. And luckily for me, that's where most of the reading assignments were. As you might guess, Everything's an Argument is a textbook for teaching how to make different arguments. It showed me that anything can be controversial if you put the right spin on it, and it kind of depressed me a little bit. By the end of the semester, I was really cynical, and I really did not care for the world, and it kind of scared me, actually. Now, the last textbook I've been impressed with during my time at college is The Curious Researcher. I'm using it now in my 1102 English class, so that's English 2 for people that don't know that. It's a short read, only 5 chapters, and it's got appendixes in the back for writing in APA and MLA style. But what impresses me about this book is actually the same thing that impresses me about Beyond Engineering. He uses personal examples and sometimes students as examples, and in the introduction he actually has an essay that he wrote. It's not the self-glorifying kind of essay either. He's actually very critical about himself. And especially for a college writer who's not the best in the field, by a long shot, that's really reassuring. It's always nice when you can see the beginnings or the failings of a professional, because it makes them feel more human, and it also gives you a starting point. It says, hey, you might be sucking right now, but give it a few years. Keep writing. You might not suck. Might. So that's one of the things I've enjoyed about college. Textbooks that I can actually enjoy the reading assignments for. So what about you, John? And as a teacher, he also uses students as
Hobbitses.